Hello, I'm the Pirate Novelist, your captain through the rough seas of media. Welcome to the first of what I hope to be many review videos. This is going to be a little bit different than the podcast reviews, although they'll be the same format. I'll do reviews on here where I feel like I need to speak on the camera. I'm going to be doing a solo cast here shortly. I'm waiting on the artist to finish their EP and drop it so I can give them a little bit of exposure when that comes out. From what I've heard so far from the early indications of that, I really like it, so I know you guys will like it too when you take a listen to it. So that's coming. There was a little bit of a break with the podcast, but again, that's going to be coming along too. We're going to do a post, hopefully, do a post Record Store Day podcast, the aftermath. I'm also going to do one video here as a Von Hall. A little more upkeep. As you may have noticed, I updated my background here. Thought, well, since this is mainly a music channel, why not put up some of my favorite music shirts, the ones I don't wear anymore, or ones I just kind of like to showcase off here. So let's see how long I like this up here. I might switch it up here and again. And yeah, another thing is I took a little break for myself. I had to take just a little bit of a break before I got and felt like I wanted to come in front of the camera again. Don't know if I'm going to have a schedule just yet. I know I keep seeing things here and there with the videos, but I work a lot, so this is probably the only time I can actually get to be in front of the cameras on the weekends. So first of all, happy Saturday. And second of all, happy week before Record Store Day. So I'm really excited that next week is Record Store Day. I had a birthday recently this past week, so that, was really nice to just celebrate that and have the Record Store Day come after that, and then I'm going to a concert after that. So I'm going to be posting a review of that, not shortly after I see it, but probably since I have the day kind of myself, the day after, I'll post my thoughts on that concert. I'm going to be seeing Pearl Jam, which I'm really excited about. And I'll go into a little bit of that when I actually do the review proper. So this video is going to be a single review. I'm going to do this whenever there's a song that comes out that I kind of like, or new songs from a band that I really like that I want to kind of highlight and actually review for. I'm going to do that. So this time we are actually going to go over the new song by Volbeat. I highlighted them on my last video during the Vinyl Haul. And this is the new album is a follow-up to this one right here. Just thought I'd show it again. Outlawed Gentlemen and Shady Ladies. What Volbeat did was they had a contest that just ended where they posted on their, I believe it was their YouTube page, their Instagram, and YouTube page, Instagram, and their Rebels and Devils, or Rebels and Angels. That's their service that they have there. I got it for free, but you can go in there, chances to win meet and greets, all this kind of fun stuff. It's kind of like their fan club. I'm not sure, but anyway. So they did an album reveal, and it's called Seal the Deal and Let's Boogie. Now, when I first heard that, I was like, okay. I didn't know exactly initially how to feel about that album name, but it's kind of grown on me, and probably posted like somewhere on the video or somewhere maybe even down in the description here for you to take a look at the cover. If you know Volbeat, I'm going to show this again. They have a very distinct style to them. I'll take this out so I can show you. They have a very distinct style to them. So, I love this here. This wording that they use. Well, the font that they use is kind of unique. And you can just tell it's it's very stylized. And it feels the same that way. The cover is, I have it up over here, in this general direction to kind of look at it. It's basically what looks like you versus like Mr. Dapper Dude. I can't do my mustache like that, but it looks like, you're in a boxing match with a dapper gentleman in the 1800s era. Looks almost steampunk with a bunch of guys in the background. And one guy you'll notice, like if I'm standing here like the guy like this, is in his upper right hand shoulder is a guy with horns. Now, that, I believe, is the devil because in the song that I'm about to go over, which is called The Devil's Bleeding Crown, they talk about the devil, so being a guy with horns and all this stuff. So it's very vivid imagery. I actually really like the cover now. It's kind of grown on me. Each specific cover's been different for each subsequent album. The Strength of Songs, The Sounds was a microphone. Rock the Metal, Rebel the Devil was kind of one of those. I don't know how to describe it, but if you ever seen those guys with drummers, you see them have like these fan things, fan drumsticks there for specific sounds. It's on top of a record. Then there was Guitar Gangsters of Cadillac Blood with Mr. Cadillac and, the guy with the fedora smoking the cigarette and being very stylized. And then you had Beyond Heaven, Below Heaven, Beyond Hell, which was their next one, which was kind of, showing Angel and Mr. Cadillac. And then you had this one here, which was an outlaw. Yeah, I believe he's Black Bart. And of course they have Miss Lola Montez. And then they also went over Doc Holliday. So each album I found is very stylized, which I kind of like. So I'm very interested to see what's going to be coming up next for this album, seeing if they make references to this here. Maybe it's a next step up, maybe a new era in timeline that they want to talk about. So I'm really excited for that. So let's get on to the song proper. The Devil's Bleeding Crown. When I first heard this just came out on April the 7th, and their new album's coming out on June the 3rd of this year, so I'm absolutely excited to hear that. I have it on pre-order, so can't wait to hear the singles as they come out and just kind of shape and form what this album is about. To the right ear, Volbeat is really good, but to the outside ear, they might sound the same. Now, this is kind of like I read comments on the lyric video for their thing and for their song, and a lot of people are comparing them to the AC/DC song, sounding kind of similar and the same. And I can hear that argument, but for me, I can recognize every single song of Volbeat because I really like them. And to me, this song is really good. A lot of people didn't like Heaven Nor Hell, which is kind of where I got into them, for being just kind of a little different, not Volbeat as I've heard. And then for Outlaw Gentlemen and Shady Ladies, it kind of drifted a little bit towards newer sounding, but not a lot of people liked they wanted the older sound, but I didn't hear it. I thought it was just a good natural progression. But with The Devil's Bleeding Crown, it sounds like old Volbeat mixed with the new stuff. So what I like about the newer Volbeat versus what I like about the old Rock the Metal, Rebel the Devil, older stuff, the Shankstown songs, that kind of era Volbeat, adding into the new. It's really fast-paced, really pumping, and Michael's lyrics in this are really good, very visual, sets you up for what's going to be happening in the entire album. And that's, an album opener is just as important to me as an album closer, and this one looks like it's going to be a really good album from what I've heard so far. The lyrics are, well, some people could say satanic because it talks about the devil, talking about horns and devils and all that stuff, but it's not really like that for me. It's really good, fast-paced. What I like about it, it's classic Volbeat. If you know Volbeat, you kind of know their sound, and it's very classic to me, and that's what I like about it. It's the foundation of the old and talking about the new, and it's very, I'd say take a listen for yourself. Even if you don't like Volbeat, do yourself a favor. If you don't like their newer stuff, take a listen to this, because it's the foundation of the old Volbeat with the newer sounding, what they sound like now, and it marries it very, very well. It has a good beat to it, very good guitars. Michael is really good at singing. I like him as a vocalist, and he's pretty close to the top of his game on this particular track. I really like it. So, as said in the podcast, I'm going to go 1 through 10 and kind of say yay, nay, whether or not I give it our approval or not. My personal approval rating, that's kind of about the same for the Deep Cuts podcast, and I give it a 9 out of 10. It really was, I was anticipating it for a very, very long time, especially after the bassist left, and I was really worried that, they might be hitting a wall or plateauing for a little bit because of that, but I was pleasantly surprised, and I'm very, very happy to have heard this. I've been having it on repeat for most of the week. Not week, the past couple of days when it ever came out. So I would say definitely give this one a listen if you're a Volbeat fan. And if you're new to Volbeat, I could do a video if you'd like. I can go over them. I actually think I should. I think I may have just got an idea for a video, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like for me. Leave a comment if you've heard this song or have heard of Volbeat, and tell me what you thought of it. I'll leave a link to their lyric video in my description down here. My next video is going to be, I'm thinking about doing it maybe in the middle of the week, but it's going to be there's this tag going around for small YouTubers, and there's quite a few YouTubers that I watch, so I'd like to give them plenty of love and shout out. So I'm going to do that, and I'm definitely going to be doing a post record store day video showing you all what I got. So until then, I'm the Pirate Novelist, and keep on sailing.